This video goes over how to use a mechanical lift or a Hoyer lift for a caregiver. This video goes over how to use a mechanical lift. So this is also known as a Hoyer lift, H-O-Y-E-R. And essentially this is going to detail how to pick them up without straining your back and throwing it out and injuring yourself, and how to place them into a wheelchair. So there's a lot of different brands, but the main one is Hoyer, so H-O-Y-E-R, but this is specifically known as a mechanical lift or an assisted hydraulic lift as well. So essentially there is a material that you hook out into the crane and you lift it without straining yourself and place them into a wheelchair. So introduce yourself. Say, hey, Mr. or Mrs. Smith, this is what I'm going to be doing. Generally, they will be pretty familiar with this, and we would help you do this the first time that you would do this. But essentially, you'd introduce yourself to them and you would fold the sling in half. There's usually 4 corners, and each corner is color coded with the strap that it's going to attach to the mechanical or hydraulic lift. So you'd roll them on your sides after it's folded in half, and then you lean over and unfold it. Make sure not to injure yourself. And then you roll them back onto it, and you could roll them a little bit in the opposite direction to kind of space it out underneath. So see, now they roll towards the other side, and that lets you kind of unfold the folded portion. And so you could see the 4 straps are on either end, and it's outside the center of their gravity, which is their pelvis and their midsection. So the straps are above their shoulders on top, and the 2 other ones are below. So you'll notice that each strap is color coordinated to each of the 4 corners. So ensure that the swivel bar is parallel with their shoulders. So the 2 towards the shoulders and the other 2 towards the knees. Make sure it's parallel. And then usually the colors associate. In this case, the green portions are towards the top or towards the head, and the darker portions, the purple in this case, are towards the feet. And you notice the 2 bottom straps are closer to the knees, and the 2 top straps are above the shoulders. So this would hold them stable. For example, you don't want it to be like underneath their knees because they'll just flip backwards. So you want it to be at their knees and over top of their shoulders. And then you lift it with the hydraulic lift. So make sure this is over the bed. Lift it so you can rotate and move them, because if anything's incorrect, you can kind of see it while they're over a bed. And this is a nice safe area. Then you can kind of position it back and pull away from the bed. Make sure not to strain anything, and make sure it's kind of locked into place. And then you could rotate the device and over top of the wheelchair. And I would generally keep things close just so you're not moving them too far. Plan it out ahead of time, and then lower them into the wheelchair. The idea is, position it so their butt would land right into the center. They can help you along a little bit, especially with a larger person. Make sure you have the appropriate wheelchair. Set up the foot pedals to be able to hold them, the foot lifts there, and make sure they're comfortable. And what happens is the lift material would be under their body, so that when they eventually come back to bed or get lifted back into the bed, you can use it without having to reposition them inside the wheelchair. And then leave them near a phone so they could reach you, or have their cell phone handy, then wash your hands. If this video helped, check the show notes. We can help with caregivers, internal medicine, visiting podiatrists at home or your facility. If you need a job, apply down. We're always looking for great caregivers to help out as well. Thank you.